Hello, thanks for joining me for another week with Mirree's Dreamtime Messages. The week is going to be we're starting another brand new week. It's the first full week of August, and my name is Mirree, and I am a contemporary Aboriginal artist from Australia, and currently it is winter where we are, and so there's like 4 weeks worth of winter left, and then it's spring, which is really great. And so this video is going to be about the Dreamtime Messages, which are starting from the 3rd of August and running until the 9th of August. And so we are now in our last 4 weeks of winter, which is really great. And so then we've got spring. I've been posting on my social media pages of one of my blooms, one of my flowers that has recently bloomed, that as of yesterday, and which hasn't bloomed in like years. And so I must be doing something right, but God only knows what that is. So the week is going to be starting the 3rd of August and running until the 9th. And so we're also going to be going into the messages that we received from last week, and also the moon cycles that are coming up for this week that we can align ourselves to. And also we're going to be talking about the major prizes that are currently in place at the moment, because we've got the first and the we've got the first and the third gift that's already expired at this point. And so just a little bit of a background for anyone that's just coming to the channel for the first time at the moment. My name is Mirree. I'm a contemporary Aboriginal artist from Australia, and in my usual practice I paint up to 50 to 100 paintings. And stay tuned, because I'm going to be painting something pretty special coming up in a larger style painting. And at the moment things have been on pause because the light, which is like a tube, really long tube light in my studio, went a number of weeks ago now. And so it's been I've been getting the right bulb sorted for that, which usually electrician I think needs to put it in, but I am putting it in myself. So it's been taking me a little while to get that all sorted out, so I've got some light again in my studio. And so it's a little bit of a challenging task, because I have to climb on the ladder and put it all in, as you know that it's pretty high when you have to insert a really 120 centimeter bulb. So bear with me on doing that. But the Dreamtime Messages that we pulled out for last week was we got the ancestral ancestral bee letting us know that we're grateful when we acknowledge the magic and pure divine love that is within me. I feel blessed. I'm grateful for everything in my life. It's also about juggling the pain that we've experienced as we've grown into an adult, because not only does life throw a lot of things at us, but we're usually just also having to, underneath our work and friends and family life, we're usually there's something underneath that we're also juggling to do with maybe trauma or hurt or pain. It gets pretty hectic when we're also wanting to work on ourselves at the same time. But it's such a beautiful thing when we can do that, and we're not just ignoring ourselves like so many people do. And the other card that we drew out was with the ancestral lady beetle. I am free when I let go of control and judgment and allow my heart to sing with joy. I am free to be me without any limitations. And this one's such a beautiful card, which was drawn from an ancestral painting that I did, like a 1.1 meter painting a long time ago. now, almost a decade ago or more. But yeah, this one is such an important message because a lot of people are still wanting to reconnect to their inner child, or haven't yet, or are still rediscovering how they can do that. And so yeah, the inner child is really important. Maybe something got activated last week, or the full moon, or maybe, you know, because we're in the lion's portal currently, you know, Leo season. And so you know, that could have also triggered something within you that is stirring something to do with your inner child. And so when you let go of control or judgment, you allow your heart to sing with joy. You are free to be me without limitations. I'm free to be me. And so yeah, like because at the very essence and core of ourselves, our inner child helps us to you know, be playful and be joyful, and those wonderful things that help us to be passionate and help us to have a creative ability that can transcend time. And so yeah, the Lady Beetle card that we drew out, you know, we haven't got that one in a while, and so it was just so beautiful to see it there and reminding us about that, about the inner child within us. And the other card we pulled out was with a Rainbow Serpent. I am light. When I acknowledge, respect, and nurture my creative energy, I develop my light to be the true reflection of the divine creator. And yeah, so this card was helping us to see our light and helping us to nurture our creativity, which is connected to this light. And when we can channel our light in into a project, you know, it helps us to see a clearer path forward. And so yeah, that was a really nice reminder about the Rainbow Serpent, and how sometimes destructive energy can come when we either have a lot of energy, a lot of high energy, or we're wanting to put our energy into something meaningful. And so being able to put our energy into something meaningful means that the destructive, and which, you know, creative energy can often be destructive, so that the destructive energy has actually somewhere to go. And yeah, and so at this point in time, you know, there's a waning gibbous, waning gibbous moon, which was carrying on from last week. And so it's an important time during this waning gibbous can't talk properly. Yeah, well, it's a Sunday here today, and so I'm doing the video on a Sunday, and so sometimes I get a chance to usually I upload the video on a Sunday, but sometimes if I don't get a chance to do that, then I'll be uploading it on Monday. And so yeah, so thank you everyone for your patience during this time. But I was just going to say that, you know, the waning gibbous moon, now I can talk properly, is running, you know, from Monday up until you know, Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday we've got a third quarter moon. And so it's an excellent time over the next few days to write a list in your journal of everything you feel grateful for in your life during this time. And your list, which is filled with gratitude, will help you to manifest more of what makes you happy. And the theme for this couple of days is being grateful and gratitude. So making a list such as this will allow you to focus on the very things that is bringing in the happiness, which in turn is making you feel more fulfilled, giving you good vibes and inspiration to achieve your goals and dreams. And so if you were born under a waning gibbous moon, then this will be good for tuning into the essence of your soul purpose, which you were born into this world to manifest. And so now is a great time to align yourself to your dreams and begin to manifest your dreams through the creation of a strategy by making a list. Focus, follow through to tune into the feeling of happiness or whatever emotion you want showing up more in your life. And so you can practice this focus through the use of meditation, quiet contemplation. So be consistent and get going. Eventually you will start to see the evidence of this dream show up, and the world is your oyster. Usually this small little cycle goes for 7 days, and it's a good time to focus on ideas, focus, organize, and your intentions, organization and intentions. And so on Wednesday is the third quarter moon, and the third quarter moon is the last quarter before the new moon. And it only lasts for one day. It's the perfect time for reflecting on any new intentions which you'd like to make for the next new moon phase, which is only about 7 days, will be only 7 days away, which will be on Wednesday. So from Wednesday onwards, it'll be 7 days until the new moon comes up. So it's a great time to start planning it and working on yourself through meditation and forgiveness rituals. So just allow yourself to let go and set aside any wrongdoings through forgiveness which may come up or impacted you that is no longer serving your happiness. Ultimately, this will help you to continue to focus and concentrate on building the life of your dreams, because you're choosing not to focus on the past or the nuisance and distractions of other people's melodrama. And so the theme for the third quarter moon on Wednesday is forgiveness. And so then we have the waning crescent moon, which is on Thursday, and it will last for 7 days. And it's a great time. Well, the theme for Thursday is surrender, and so it's a good time to let go and surrender to the goals that you're not able to control right now. There is nothing that you need to do other than surrender to the idea that your dream will come about for you. Allow yourself to breathe and give up any resistance you feel in relation to your dream. And so Thursday's moon phase is a perfect time to rest, rejuvenate, recharge, and recuperate, and it will go for approximately 7 days. And so let's have a look and see the cards that are going to be coming up before us during this time. And I hope that you've been able to do a lot of meditation and quiet contemplation during this time, as the Egyptians classified this time as the new year. And so it's really due to a brightest star in the universe, the brightest a star being Cyrus during this time period. And so they waited the entire year for this star to appear in the night sky. And so really great practice to do is to take off your shoes and walk bare feet on the grass at the night time and look up at the stars or the moon and give thanks and gratitude. And so I really love doing this at night time, because where I live, the Milky Way goes right across the sky in my backyard, and so this is one of my favorite things to do. This is one of my favorite things about where I live. And yeah, it's just such a beautiful thing to do just before you go to bed. And so yeah, that's one of my tips for you. And if you haven't got your Dreamtime card deck, now's the time, perfect time to get your Dreamtime card deck, which comes in a box, and you've got your 100-page booklet, and you've got your 36 glossy cards. And so we know that the cards that we drew out last week were really potent for us and in the messages that we were receiving about especially the solution card, which was the rainbow serpent, which was helping us which was reminding us that in order for our inner child to come out more, that we need to put our energy into creative and intentionally putting our energy into creative projects, and also to be grateful for everything that's coming into our lives at this time. And because you may be on the verge of starting a new cycle and also leaving one behind. And so this time period is really important to your self-care, not only your self-care, but your but in the development of your spirituality or the activating of it. Maybe you're just starting out, or maybe you've grown to go to the next level through your spirituality. And so I know there's probably a mixture of you here on my YouTube channel about where you are on your spiritual journey. And so it's always such a beautiful thing when we can master ourselves from this perspective. So every week I cleanse myself with different natural resources, and so and that way that I have the most clarity in pulling out the guidance for you through the Holy Spirit. And so yeah, let's have a look and see the first card that we're going to be drawing out this week. That'll give us a chance to understand what we're going to be preparing ourselves for. And we thank the Holy Spirit and God for giving us the guidance this week. And so so that we can get the most clarity for our spiritual journeys. The first card that we drew out is with the yellow-faced honey eater. I am grounding, letting us know when I sit with the ground beneath my feet, I allow myself back to nature. This connects my spiritual energy with the heartbeat of Mother Earth. And so this is an important time to ground ourselves. It doesn't matter how many times that we're needing to do it. It's just really important that we do it to get into the practice of grounding ourselves this week. And excuse me. And so if we have a look, this card is number 17, and so and we can have a look at that on page 47. And so yeah, the earth changes are currently happening at the moment, and I wrote about this 10 years ago now. So and like we're kind of like, you know, at the at a really important time of our evolution where there is so many developments happening in nature that are impacting earth changes during this time. And so and you know, they are affecting the natural world, they're affecting nature, and they're affecting the animal spirits and the animals. It is an important time to reconnect with nature and tune into your own alpha rhythms in order to rejuvenate and replenish your vital life force, getting back on track by aligning yourself back to nature. Sometimes at different stages of our life, our energy can feel depleted, just like the earth, and we need to learn to replenish ourselves and give back to nature now by taking good care of yourself, and to also give back to nature as well. We need Mother Nature as much as she needs us. And so different stages of life can deplete our energy, and nature can assist us in getting back on track. So the action step this week is take off your shoes and walk bare feet on the grass in order to make a connection to the dirt of the earth. Allow yourself time to do this, to bring down your energy into your physical body and center yourself. And so there's scientific evidence that shows that when we have barefoot feet on the ground, that it eventually that in so many even if it's like a small amount of time, but over a period of time, when somebody does that, it actually it can have the power to reset our nervous system. And so yeah, it's really important that you use techniques like this, imagining your energy going down to the center of the earth through the roots of a tree. Spiritual techniques such as this are part of maintaining your sensitive energy so it becomes free of any negativity, so you don't feel chaotic all the time. And so if you're running around and feeling chaotic and everything like that, that's due to the energy, that's due to negativity that's around you during this time. And so you need some time to actually just clear that or alchemize that into negative into a positive. And so it's so relaxing is easier when your energy is grounded and centered. So the negative, you could be feeling overwhelmed, chaos, hyperactivity, and the positive, you can always turn the negative into a positive by aura or chakra cleansing, life force, earth healing, and grounding. And a little simple technique that I do also with sacred wood is just about between 5 and 10 centimeters away from your body. Just cleanse once you light it for a certain amount of time, maybe for a few minutes, and just stroke it through your aura around this part of your body and through the lower part of your body as well. And so yeah, that's another tip for you guys. And so let's have a look and see the other card that we're going to be drawing out. And so because you know, when you're online all the time, you know, it gets it can be quite energy draining, and so that's why it's really important to maintain your spiritual energy, and know that when it's feeling heavy, or you're feeling, your body is an indicator. It's a barometer. It'll be the indicator for you to know when something feels heavy, or when something doesn't feel right, or when something feels off. These are the little nudges that your body will tell you. Not me, not anyone else, but your body will tell you when there is negativity around, because it'll start to feel heavy, or you'll start to feel drained, or you'll start to feel tired. You may. So yeah, just use that as a way for you to know about it. The negative barometer. Yeah, and so let's have a look and see. The next card that we'll be drawing out this week is with the red kangaroo. So we're still needing to do some letting go at this time, letting us know when I let go of fear and doubt, I can see my future clearly. I move forward with ease. And so I'm not sure, but I might be able to get on a live and you know, help with giving you some techniques, but I just don't really know how to do a live yet, so I'll just have to see how I go this week. But the red kangaroo is about moving forward without fear and doubt, and so yeah, because these can be really new nuances, fear and doubt, and preventing ourselves from making progress in our spiritual beings. And so let's have a look and see at this one, the red kangaroo. Don't let fear, worry, or the past stop you from growing, because it is in every single moment that the universe is reminding us to step out into the unknown, into something new that is better for you. And so but if we don't take that time, you know, but if we don't take that risk, you cannot discover the new road that we are talking about. And so the red kangaroo represents moving forward without inhibitions and not looking back. And so sometimes the future can be scary and we fear based on our past experiences. The red kangaroo is about moving forward with confidence and pride. So delve into the future and push beyond all restrictions, limitations, and anything that is holding you back during this time. The red kangaroo cannot go backwards. I can't speak today. And so let's move forward now in leaps and bounds and see where your journey will take us on a road to discovery. The purpose of the red kangaroo is to remain focused on a forward movement. Kangaroos can only move forward and not back, so don't look back. Okay, so the action step this week is get ready to move yourself out of something that's been heavily worrying you. Discover yourself more by recognizing what this is. Spend time in quiet contemplation and use the red kangaroo as your source of inspiration to move forward during this time in leaps and bounds, and let go of fear and worry in you. The negative you could be fearing, thinking about the past and worrying. And so you can always turn that around by thinking about your future and the steps that you want to make to be making a movement and discovering yourself more. And so that is the second card that we pulled out this week. And yeah, we've got a lot of warm colors coming in as well, with the cards that we've already pulled out with these two. With the yellow-faced honey eater and the red kangaroo, which is really, really nice, especially during this cold winter time. And yeah, I don't know where in the world that you guys are, but obviously you might be in a different season than what we are here in Australia. And yeah, so we're on our last 4 weeks of winter, which is really, really, really great. And so, but it was really nice having the full moon just recently, so yeah, it was really nice time to connect outside at night time and, you know, soak up that beautiful energy of the moon. And so the other card that we got, which another card that we haven't really got in a long time as well, with the finches, I am knowing, letting us know when I have trust and faith in my intuition, I'm naturally guided towards the answers I seek, and this makes me strong. One of the larger paintings that I did, that I took this one from, is actually still available in my store. And can you absolutely believe that? Because it is such a beautiful native bird of Australia, and one that I absolutely love. It's one of my favorites, the owl finches, and also the zebra finches, which is my favorite too, which are not in this one, but I feel like my creativity is being activated during this time, and so I really love these little birdies. And so yeah, because they represent the purest aspect of my soul, and you know, certain natural things in the natural world really reflect about our you know, most pure selves, and these little birdies are part of me and who I am, and which is kind of hard to believe, but it's absolutely true. And so, and one of the other birds that I absolutely love is the white barn owl in Australia as well. Is one of my absolutely love those birds as well. And so if we have a look, 26, you know, if I was ever to come back at if I was ever to come back as an animal or at any time, it would definitely be a bird. And so yeah, so this is our solution card for this week, guys. I am knowing with the ancestral owl finch. Are you listening to that tiny voice inside? You are more powerful than you can imagine. Change doesn't come from an inability to see what happens next, but the ability to have trust in the feeling of something better. And so this is really important for you guys this week, is to have that trust in something better, especially when we're moving forward and we're letting go of doubt and fear to do with the red kangaroo. And something better. Believe in the power of your own positive thinking and knowing inside to guide you to the answer you are seeking. The finches are very timid around humans and are happiest and lively in groups with other finches. The messages they bring to you now are to bring you are so important, because it is through going into your unique self that you are able to better tune into the right guidance and direction. Often in life, you will be faced with many decisions and difficulties to turn in order to make a situation better than the last step, and most spiritually evolving than the last cycle. And you know, if you're a little bit older like me, you know, although I do have a pretty young spirit, but I am very much older than I look. And I just wanted to say that most people know that about me by now, but I just wanted to say that, you know, the last step is wanting to be more spiritually evolving than the last cycle. So I've gone through many cycles now, and yeah, and so I really understand the importance of cycles and being able to evolve yourself into much better than the last cycle, and being able to improve yourself and be a much better version of yourself than you were from the last cycle, because you've been able to learn so much. And so the owl finches remind us to listen and follow the call of our inner voice, and to take the time to listen to its valuable message in order to navigate our way through life. So the action step this week for the owl finches is letting you know, in order to make a change, you will need quiet time and a space within your house so that you can bring in the new changes you want to make within your life. If you're trying to change a certain area in your life and you're not allowing it or room for it to come in, you have no proper foundation for it to evolve. It's always best that you initiate a change, even if it's only small, rather than letting a change get forced upon you. There are always certain areas that need a lot more work than others. All it takes is a small amount of dedication, time, every day, every week, or every month to start the ball rolling, and allow the finches to guide you back to your inner knowing, back to your senses, and allow them to bring you to the spiritual guidance you are needing right now. The negative, you could be feeling unwilling, doubtful, and stressful, and the positive is change, focus, and being successful. These are the 3 cards, guys, that we pulled out for the week. studying the 3rd of August and running until the 9th. And so yeah, it's important for us to be grounded this week with the yellow-faced honey eaters. It's really reminding us it's important throughout this week and every day this week that we ground ourselves. And the red kangaroo, so you may be struggling to really let go and to move forward, and that's okay, but it's really important to just make those small steps in order to keep that forward movement going. And so you can find out more information in the guidebook. And the Owl Finches is our solution card, letting us know that it's important to use your intuition and have faith and trust, and that you're naturally guided towards the answers that you seek. And that makes you strong, and allowing yourself to be focused on, have the focus to be successful in your life and what you're wanting to achieve, and to really tune into that knowing within yourself that the finches are really reminding us about. And yeah, like I said, I'm going to leave the link in the description box to do with the prizes that I still have going. And I hope everyone has a wonderful week this week. And I'll see how I go this week on the YouTube channel, if I can do a live or not. But I want you all there, so don't forget to tune in. And also that's if I can, okay, so I can't promise anything at this time, but yeah, I hope everyone has a wonderful week. Don't forget to subscribe and share this with your friends and family, and I'm so very grateful for all of you here, and I'm wishing you all such a wonderful week, and I'll see you again next week. Bye.